So video 2, I am going to work on some details on the barn. And to do that, I'm going to introduce Quin Magenta. So I've got my large brush and I am going to mix up, it's a warm raspberry color, and I'm gonna make sure it doesn't go on too strong. I like to be conservative when I paint. It allows me to correct and adjust as I go. So I'm going to take actually a smaller brush. This is a number 4. And where you see all those wonderful shades of brown, I'm just going to go ahead and start introducing Quin Magenta. Now, I'm hoping that when I'm finished, it's going to read brown. I just think it's a pretty color. I think it actually enhances what we're trying to do here. I really am trying to change the temperature of this photo in my painting. Me, go. Trying to stay vertical with my brush strokes. Just trying to see what kind of strokes I can get, or I mean marks on the paper I can get with my brush. I really think building the texture one layer at a time adds a lot of depth. just want to drag some of this. All right, so in here, I'm going to go ahead and get this dark in here and paint around the donkey. There's a door here. I just saw it. Okay, so down here, so this area and this will take a bit of study. I'm not prepared to do that now. All right, and let's go ahead. I'm going to paint these in here. I think they'll get a little bit of blue. Eventually. I might just go ahead and drop it in while it's wet and let the paint mix on the paper. Just that little bit of blue takes it from a raspberry to more of a purple. And while this is wet, I'm just adding blue. And dropping in. Now, I'm not sure I like the purple, but I sure do like the Quinn magenta. So I'm just gonna lighten this up a little because I'll go over it with some brown, which is what it needs to be. I'm not worried about that, but it was a wrong color. But it's right, it's good in here. Okay, now, what we can do is just indicate that there is a bit of an overhang there, and just to map it out. All right, and while I am working with the Quinn magenta, I'm just going to add some of it down here. And I'm going to add it. No, I'm gonna wait. All right. So when I looked at this, I realized I needed to do the background a little more. I need a little more intensity back here. So I wanted to do that detail first. And then I'm going to go back over this and just give it more intensity. So the good news is most of the time in watercolor, when we realize we've just gotten a little too light, because as you know, I like to be conservative, we can go back in. So, and that's what I'm doing here. I'm going back in. I'm setting up the borders with the water. And everywhere there's water, the paint will go. If I missed a spot, the paint will not go. I am going to start with that yellow ochre because I think it just gives a little something to the sky. And I'm going to come down to where the blue is with the yellow ochre. Okay, I've got my blue all ready to go. And I'm pretty much just going over what is already there. I like the moodiness of this sky. I like the moodiness of the sky. And I'm going to pick that up. And after this dries just a little bit, I'm going to go back in to the trees. In the meantime, I'm going to mix up Viridian Green and Burnt Sienna. It comes out to be a wonderful forest green. And I'm going to see if, okay, so I have to wait a little. But that's, you know, I'm going to just get a little darker there. So this allows me to go ahead and start on the donkey, well, the horse. Let's start on the horse because he's dry. I'll start with his blanket. Maybe somebody can tell me what all this is going on behind him. But I'm going to simply paint what I see. So I see color, I see shape, I see value. I'm going to go ahead and get a little of the ultramarine blue, and I can start working on the metal roof where the snow is laying. You know, I see yellow ochre under there. I should have hit this with some yellow ochre. But I do see yellow ochre. So I am going to put a little yellow ochre there. And while it's on my brush, I can kind of hit some of these other places. All right, I've got a Christmas wreath up here. Let's see where we are on the green. A little more time on that. But I can go ahead and just start to build this wreath. I want to pull these animals out from the building. I want to create some depth here. That in the photo, it's there, but it's been maybe overexposed or lightened up. I like that wheelbarrow right there. All right, let's see if we can do the tree. And I actually see a little purple there, making this bend. So, maybe this could be a little bit of the eye path in. I don't like it there. I like it better down here. And maybe I want more of this kind of thing. Now maybe you just don't see the colors I see, and if you don't paint them. You know, I'm just trying to make something out of this and see the colors the way I want to see them, and that doesn't bother me. So I am going to go ahead and just darken up that sky like, no, actually I already did that. So I'm going to take this Quin Magenta, and I don't know if I can do this now. No. Okay, so I have to wait, doggone it. And so I am going to use the Quin Magenta in my tree. So let's see if I can get a little darker with the pine, and then we'll call it a video. We'll just... And this is Viridian. So I do have to wait. This is all I'm really going to be able to do, which would be to indicate something there. So let's just call this a video, and we'll start with video number 3 next time.